satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you. Leave me wishing still for one more day.
Now we'll be hearing from Superior Court Judge Jim Regali.
But I want to share 3 thoughts with you about Joni's life. Her affinity for the center of her friends and community members' lives. Her mononymous celebrity and her explorer character. Let me talk for just a minute about Joni's affinity for the center of lives of her friends and of the community members. Again, just look around. Joni was always with each one of us at the center of what was important in our lives. Each one of you doing so many different things, and yet Joni was there physically. As a judge, Joni was at the center of my life, appearing regularly, always prepared, always smartly, swiftly walking into the courtroom with an air of confidence and always asking for a reporter's transcript at the end. For me, Joni was in the center of my life when I practiced law with Joni and George and Alex and Jim and Ellen and Jonathan. I remember the time we ran out of storage room and we couldn't yet afford to build a new building. Joni promised to take care of it. She did. We came back on Monday and the shelves in the common areas were empty. There was plenty of room. A week later, we needed toner. Joni disappeared. Voila, the toner arrived. A day after that, we needed more legal pads. Joni disappeared. Voila, there were the legal pads. Eventually, all of us, her male law partners, realized Joni had stashed all the supplies in the women's restroom. She was at the center of our lives. What was important to us for Alicia Fells and the Oasis Center, Joni was the center of your lives as you begin to make a new home. And for Yvonne Bealey and everyone at Giovanni's Pizza and all the round table athletes at all the high schools, all of the high schools with no favoritism, Joni was at the center of everything that you were doing with Athletic Roundtable. For those that love to surf and ocean beaches, she worked at the center of your lives so that you could enjoy those environments. For the YMCA and the Rotary Clubs and the High School Booster Club, she worked tirelessly. She was at the center of your lives, and you're here today. You get my point. Joni didn't live her life for herself. She lived it for us. She wanted to help us make the center of our lives better.
Time to hear from our family. And to start us off is Joni's daughter, Samantha Wood. Sam.
There are a lot of people here. I just want to say thank you all for being here. The outpouring of love and prayers and kindness, generosity, offers to help has just been incredible. And it really shows us how much she meant to all of you and how much you admired her. And we appreciate it so much. Thank you. I think I'm very blessed to have learned so much from my mother and to inherit a lot of her traits. But one that I did not inherit is the ability to speak without getting emotional. So as much as I would love to tell stories about my mother and talk some more, it's still very raw for me and for my family, so it's hard for us to express. So my wonderful cousin Tammy is going to do that for me. So. I don't know how successful I will be at this, but we'll do my Joni best. My aunt was the perfect example of saying, bloom where you are planted. And whether it was in a classroom, a courtroom, a supervisor's meeting, or at a family function, she always shined her light and had a special just trait to put on everything. Joni was often the life of the party and the hostess with the mostest. And we remember that from the time we were very small and all the way through to the very end. She took many of us under her wing, and she really pushed us to be more than we even thought we could be. And I know a lot of people have shared that with us this week, and so it wasn't just the kids in our family, it was a lot of people in the community as well. She listened sincerely to our situations, and I always appreciated Joni's very honest advice. And you can sometimes gloss over things when things are good or bad, but Joni was always very honest, and that's often what you needed to hear. I will always remember calling and seeking her advice, and that is the thing I will miss the most.